So I'm here talking to Peter Combe, and we've just witnessed him doing a really good show for a bunch of kids. How did that come about?
Well, a lady called Merrin Hayes just rang me up and said, like, can you do a concert for us? So I said, because I live in Adelaide, it's good if I can do the concert when I'm going to be in Melbourne anyway. So as it happened, because I've got these two big shows this weekend at the corner, note the subtle plug, it was easy to slip in a show here before the shows on the weekend. So that's how come we're doing the show here today. And these are all disabled kids, a lot of autistic kids, Downs. It was a very just great show. It was really fun.
Yeah, the vibe was really good. But that show tomorrow night on Saturday,
Yep.
How that's come about after a few years. Well, my sister, I was telling her about interviewing you today, and she said she wanted to know where you've been.
Well, the simple answer is I've been off television. Television, as you know, drives most things in showbiz. It's driven by television, well, and radio, obviously. And if you're off television, people think you don't exist anymore, or you're retired, or maybe you're dead. You know, I'm not dead at all. So, I mean, television has obviously been dominated in the last decade by the Wiggles, particularly in High Five, which I think is a bit sad, actually, that it should be so one-sided. But these evening shows I do at the corner, which I call them 18-plus shows or Renaissance shows. The young people who come to those are people who saw Toffee Apple and Newspaper Mama and Chopsticks and the Christmas album on TV back in the late 80s, early 90s, when they were 4, 5, 6, 7 years old. Now they're 20 something. So that's how those shows came about.
Yeah, I was one of those kids actually. Yeah, so
that big.
That's right. I think I saw you. I think it was at Moorabbin Town Hall on the Chopsticks tour.
Yep.
So obviously, yeah, this is that's why I'm like mumbling a bit and a bit nervous. They're the main reasons.
You're doing a young Bob Dylan impression.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know, man. But anyway, do you enjoy these shows, getting back and playing to the kids now growing up, or?
No. Of course I don't. No, I love them. No, I love them. It's something you do because you like doing it. I mean, if I didn't like performing for children, I should really give it up. I shouldn't do it anymore. But my logic is, well, if I still love it and I can still do it, I'm still healthy and all that, I'll keep on doing it. I have no desire to retire at all. Cause it's also it's constantly challenging because there's always the next album you want to write, which I'll be doing next year, and it's always a challenge to produce another 20 original new songs for kids.
And you take the songwriting part of this very seriously. Would you say that's a fair comment?
It's a very fair comment. I'm dead serious about my songwriting. I think songwriting is it's a craft, and it should be treated with respect. So when I write an album, I put hours and hours and hours into songs. I mean, I like having attention to detail. I like getting the words right, the melody right. I mean, writing a good original melody is hard. It doesn't come easily. I mean, occasionally they do. Occasionally a great melody just drops out of the sky from somewhere. And Newspaper Mum was like that. That came in about 90 minutes. It was a really quick song. Now, why that happens, who knows? But mostly with most songs, you write them, you edit them, you change the verse, you sort of maybe turn the verse into a chorus, all that kind of stuff. You work with them. And it's not different to writing a novel in a way. So I regard that as that's what I really like to do as well as possible.
Yeah, I guess it's a good indication of it being a good catchy song that I hadn't heard it in 20 years, and the first time I saw you again at Melbourne Uni last year, I was singing along with every word. And did you find that a lot? Everyone sings along at these shows?
Yeah, they do. Oh, yeah, all these 18-plus shows or university shows I do, people just sing everything. And it's actually very touching because they just simply still love the songs. And I can kind of understand that because I've got people I liked when I was, say, 25, 30 in adult sphere, and I still like them because a good song's a good song, really. It doesn't stop being a good song just because you go from being 7 to 27.
So, the Mr. Clickety Combe, we were talking about it earlier with producer Evan, saying that it was probably before its time. Mr. Clickety Combe at first didn't seem like a very good role model, but brushing your teeth.
Explain yourself.
Well, I mean, I don't know about it's a pretty sticky way to wash your face with orange juice, but
shocking example for children. Yeah.
Chewing gum for brushing your teeth, they say now that you can chew gum and that's good for your teeth.
Yes, I've heard that too. Yeah. University tests prove Dentists approve. Yeah. I heard that too. Yeah.
So the show's coming up. How do people get involved? You've still got tickets available?
Oh yeah. You can just book at the corner, or you can book at the corner box office. You can book online. You can also turn up in the night. It's probably worth doors at 8:30 for the evening show. So if you're going to come on the night, probably worth getting it, say, 8 o'clock. I mean, I don't think it will sell out, but 2 of the 3 shows have sold out in the past. Yeah. And the corner holds 800. So, but you definitely can get tickets at the door, and likewise for the matinee the next day. The matinee is interesting because what you have at the matinee, all the parents, of course, are the ones in their late 20s, early 30s. And some, I think, are not sure whether they'll come to that show with their 4 and 5-year-old or get them babysat and come to the night show, which is an interesting kind of dynamic, all that.
Could I recommend going to both?
That's an excellent idea, Matt. A fantastic idea. I'm glad you thought of it.
I'm an ideas man. I've been called that in the past, yeah.